Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Coco Gauff's former coach compared Alex Michelsen to Andy Murray in 2023 while pinpointing an area that is world-class. Alex Michelsen has stunned his peers by reaching the Canadian Open quarterfinals. The young American was quick to dispatch his good friend and compatriot Learner Tien in the Canadian Open round of 16. Michelsen forms part of the male American tennis player contingent looking to upset the dominance of Europeans since the retirement of Andre Agassi, Pete Sampras, and Andy Roddick. While American women have certainly lived up to expectations, with the likes of Coco Gauff setting the standard, American men have struggled for the most part. No American man has won a Grand Slam singles title since Andy Roddick at the 2003 U.S. Open. However, the likes of Ben Shelton, Taylor Fritz, and Michelsen are hoping to break that unwanted streak in the next few years, all while disrupting the impending dominance of Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner. One former coach of Coco Gauff weighed in on an 18-year-old Alex Michelsen in 2023, comparing his game to that of Andy Murray's. Brad Gilbert said Alex Michelsen has a world-class backhand. Brad Gilbert is an esteemed figure within tennis. The longtime coach has worked with some of the greatest players in history, including the likes of Andre Agassi, Andy Murray, and Coco Gauff. Back in 2023, the former professional who reached number 4 in the world in singles spoke highly of a young Alex Michelsen in 2023. Michelsen has just reached his first ATP Masters 1000 quarterfinal after victory over Tien. He had already shocked the competition in the round previous, defeating French Open semi-finalist Lorenzo Musetti in 3 sets. Speaking to the ATP Tour in 2023, Gilbert said, "His two strengths are that he moves incredibly for 6-4 and he knows how to defend, kind of like a Murray skill or a Brooksby. But he's even faster than Brooksby. He's not getting wild cards every week. He's just winning matches. He knows how to win matches, and his biggest strengths are he knows how to move and defend. And he's got a world-class backhand already. I mean, an elite backhand, and then you know what else? He's a legit 6'4". I would assume he'll be 6'6" because I've met his parents. His parents are big. Both of his parents played D1 tennis. I will be surprised if he's not at least another 2 inches taller. And he returns tremendously. I think that's maybe most surprising about him is how well he returns." Alex Michelsen says his serve was money against Learner Tien. In an interview with the Tennis Channel following his victory over Tien, Michelsen pinpointed an area of his game that was a particular strength throughout the match. The 20-year-old defeated Tien 6-3, 6-3, and has set up a meeting with Karen Khachanov in the quarterfinals. The Russian also defeated his round of 16 opponent, Casper Ruud, in straight sets. When asked if his bigger game was the difference on the faster U.S. hard courts, Michelsen said, "Yeah, I feel like my serve. I served really, really well. I felt like I was in a lot of his service games. If I wasn't breaking, I was getting to 30 or deuce almost every time. I got broken once, I had 40-15, that was a little unfortunate. But yeah, the serve today was really money for me." Alex Michelsen, the Andy Murray comparison, and a world-class trait. In 2023, tennis luminary Brad Gilbert, former coach of Andy Murray, Andre Agassi, and even Coco Gauff, made a revealing comparison. He likened rising American star Alex Michelsen to Andy Murray, citing one standout, world-class weapon, his backhand. Tennis majors. +8. Tennis head. +8. Reddit. +8. 1. Why the Murray comparison? Gilbert's comparison centered on 2 key qualities: foot speed and defensiveness. For a 6'4" athlete, Michelsen's movement and court coverage are remarkably efficient. Gilbert observed that he moves incredibly for 6'4" and he knows how to defend, kind of like a Murray skill, noting he's in fact even faster than Brooksby. Tennis head. Match-winning savvy. Like Murray, Michelsen understands not just how to hit the ball, but how to win matches, navigating pressure moments, closing out sets, and minimizing self-induced errors. Andy Murray made his legacy not through sheer power, but through unmatched defensive grit, tactical intelligence, and consistency. In that light, The comparison reflects more than physical style. It's about match mentality and cerebral tennis. 2. The world-class backhand. If the Murray likeness reflects Michelsen's movement and defensive instincts, Gilbert called out his backhand as already being world-class, perhaps his foremost weapon. Tennis head. That phrase, world-class backhand, goes beyond praise. It places his two-handed backhand among the elite strokes seen on tour today. Combined with his reach, court sense, and return game, it offers a foundation few teenagers can boast. 3. What it all suggests about Michelsen's game. Putting those pieces together, a creative portrait emerges. Murray-style grit at 6'4", rare physical profile fused with dogged court coverage. Elite backhand as anchor. His shotmaker quality comes from consistency, depth, and ability to redirect pace. All-court acumen. He doesn't just defend. He sets up offense, constructs points, and manages momentum. That knack for deciding when to switch from defense to attack echoes Murray's tactical DNA. Gilbert added that his return game is also highly advanced for his size and age, a further signal of a mature competitive toolkit. Tennis head. +1. Reddit. +1. Wikipedia. 4. In the landscape of young talent. In 2023, Michelsen stood out among American teens for his calmness, shot variety, and injury-free build. Compared to peers more reliant on power alone, his tennis IQ combined with elite technique set him apart, very Murray-like, in how he plays more with brain than brute strength. As Reddit commentators pointed out later, his backhand and volley sense seemed advanced, even suggesting top 5 potential if physical tools became fully dialed in. Reddit. +1. Tennis head. +1. Putting it all together. Creative narrative. Imagine Alex Michelsen not just as a teenager with big shots, but as a refined craftsman of rallies. He stands 6'4", yet glides across the baseline, effortlessly turning defense into opportunity. On court, he carries an aura reminiscent of Andy Murray, not in voice or Scottish accent, but in the clarity of mind, composure under fire, and the art of counterpunching. And at the heart of it all lies his backhand. Gilbert calls it world-class, and with reason. It's airtight in rallies, flexible in angles, heavy when needed, and consistent when tested. That backhand allows Michelsen to control patterns, counter deep off opponents' forehands, and inject his own aggression without panic. As matches unfold, he reads trajectories, anticipates movement, and places returns with precision, not merely reacting, but crafting points. He doesn't rely on booming forehands. Instead, he uses length, spin, depth, and more importantly, decision-making. Each rally becomes a micro-battle, and his backhand is the artillery piece leading the charge. Even his serve, while still evolving, supports this demeanor. He gets into service games, pressures opponents, and doesn't give away cheap games, even if the big ace isn't yet there. This composite, Murray-like mobility plus world-class backhand plus match intelligence, makes Michelsen a rare prospect in men's tennis. He's not flashy, he's cerebral. He doesn't overpower, he outthinks. And that, Gilbert suggested in 2023, is a signature combination. Conclusion. In under 1,000 words, Brad Gilbert compared Alex Michelsen to Andy Murray in 2023 because of his exceptional movement for his height and his defensive, match-savvy style. But critically, he pinpointed Michelsen's backhand as already world-class, evolving quickly into a weapon few players his age wield with such polish. Tennis head. In a sport increasingly defined by power and athleticism, Michelsen's emergence feels like a throwback to chessmaster tennis, but with modern reach and speed. The future could well be his if that backhand continues to steer the ship.